I wanted to make a video on like how to extend your visa here in Thailand, but this is more of a video of how not to extend your visa. All right, good morning. So today I am off to I'm off to immigration. So I need to renew my visa today, and I get a lot of visa questions here. So I thought this would be a great opportunity for me to make a video explaining about the visa renewal process. I've actually never done it here in Bangkok, so it'll be my first time too. Anyway, the immigration office is about 20 minutes from here. I've just booked a Bolt. It should arrive shortly. Let's go. Right, well, I have arrived. Man, this place is freaking huge. The last time I did mine, I did it in Chiang Mai, and the place was tiny. I was sort of in and out of there in half an hour, and there wasn't that many people there, but this place is seriously massive. Anyway, I'll explain the visa I'm on. So I'm on the STV visa, which is a special tourist visa, which is valid for up to 9 months. So this will be my second extension. So I've been here 6 months, and then I'll be renewing for another 3 months from there. At the end of that, I do plan to go to Australia. I have a quick trip planned for the end of February and the beginning of March, and then I'll be shooting back here. And I'll start a new one, and that'll get me through till basically till the end of next year. So at the end of this, I don't have to go back to Australia. I could go to any other country basically and restart your visa. And that's something I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to doing more traveling and visiting other countries. But just at the moment, there's nothing else open, and I need to go to Australia anyway. So the very first thing I had to do before coming today was renew my insurance. So all visas here require COVID cover insurance, and I use Luma Health. It's a local company here in Thailand. So before I came, I just put a message up on an expat Facebook group and said, you know, is there any insurance companies that people recommend? And a lot of people use this company and recommended it to me. So I'm paying 5,000 baht for the next 3 months, it's a pretty standard thing. But it's good to use a local Thai company because then you won't have any issues here at immigration. All right, time to go in. I've only done this once and I didn't do it here, so I don't really know what I'm doing, but we'll figure it out. Right, I am in. That was quite funny. I have to take my hat off to get a photo taken as I come in, and I've got pink hair at the moment, so we all had a bit of a laugh over that. Anyway, this place is huge. Oh my god, I have no idea where to go. I guess this is a good thing I'm making this video so you can all learn from my mistakes. To renew your visa, you need a proof of address. So when I was in Chiang Mai, you get a little form, it's called a TM30. And you just go to a little office and they'll print you out a form just to verify your address basically. I thought it would be within the same building. When I did mine in Chiang Mai, it was all in the same building. But this one, they're telling me it's a different building and I have to get a taxi to go get there. And then I have to come back here to do the visa renewal. Blah. Man, I wish I knew about this. This was like a 20-minute drive almost to go from the original building to where we are now. I thought it was just going to be so much easier. Anyway, here now, just need to get the forms, print it off, and then head back to the other place. All right, cool, done. I have everything printed, everything that I need. I'm okay, thank you. Now I just need to get back to the other building and finish this whole process. All right, well, you may notice now I'm wearing different clothes all of a sudden. That's because it's the next day. So yesterday when I was here doing everything, I actually got the wrong insurance. So it was completely my fault. When I selected my insurance, I didn't tick one of the boxes that I needed to tick. I just must have overlooked it. So the insurance that I got didn't cover me for what I needed. So you need up to $100,000 of coverage, and I'd only ticked the box that said $50,000 of US coverage for whatever reason, just an oversight on my behalf. So anyway, while I was there, I mean, you'd think you can just call up the insurance company, update the policy, and then just pay the difference over the phone. No, it wasn't that simple. So I had to cancel that policy, make a whole new policy. I then ran out of time in here. So something to note is that this place is only open till 3:30. They only take people till in the afternoon. So I had to go home, finish all that, like get all that sorted, and then I've come back today. So hopefully we can get it sorted now. Wow, this immigration building is no joke. They've got banks, they've got restaurants, they've got a little market over here. It's hard to believe this is an immigration building, it's insane. I knew it was going to be slow as hell in here, so I bought my computer so I can get some editing done. I've always got editing to do, so yeah, hammering through a bit here now. So this is quite funny. The place actually closes between 12 and 1 o'clock for like a lunch break. And you can't even stay in the waiting room. So we got told we all have to leave the waiting room and come back. So when you do come here and do this, you're gonna want to allow at least a full day, or 2 full days in my case. Now I see why they have all these markets and shops here. There's nothing to do for an hour. You gotta walk around here. Very clever. Alright, well done. Thank God. What a process, man. 2 days. I got in there at about 11 o'clock this morning. It's just after 3 o'clock now. So it's like 2 full days of me doing this. So I wanted to make a video about like how to extend your visa here in Thailand, but this is more of a video of how not to extend your visa in Thailand. But I did learn a lot. So the first thing I learned is about the TM30 form, which is your proof of address basically. So I was told when I got here that I needed to go to a separate office to get that printed out and then bring that back. But what I found out when I went to the other place was that I didn't need to actually do that. As long as the people that my Airbnb host or your apartment, like your landlord or whatever, if they've submitted the form online, you can get a digital copy of that, and that's good enough to use here. So I actually went all the way there and I showed them a copy of the digital form that had been filled out by my new landlord, and they said, oh, if that's all you've got, then you don't really need to come all the way here for that. You can just show them that at immigration. So anyway, didn't need to do that. I've learned that for next time. There's also an app that you can get that will show you the TM30 form as well. And the other key thing is to allow plenty of time for this. So my visa doesn't actually expire for another 2 days. So I've got plenty of time up my sleeve for in case you have hiccups like that. So leaving it to the last minute will be super stressful, and I definitely don't recommend it. So the process here, I mean, they're actually getting through people quite quickly. There's just so many people here that it ends up being a long, slow process. And the closing for lunch in the middle of the day means like we just lost an extra hour. Anyway, all done now and I'm very happy. So for advice on what visas to get, I don't know the best visa for everyone. I'm on the STV, I know Dan's on the STV. That's a great visa. It's up to 9 months, and then you can leave the country, come back, and you can start another one for another 9 months. So you can essentially have 18 months of stay here in Thailand, only needing to leave the country once. But for the best advice on any visa thing is just to go into your local embassy. So that's what I did when I was in Australia before I left to come here. I just walked into an embassy and said, you know, what visa options are there? What do you recommend? And they gave me a whole list and went through them all, like, you know, the positives and negatives of each one with me. And they helped me choose the STV. And then once I did choose the STV, they give you a little information pack, and that's everything that you need to get together to be able to apply for the visa and to be able to come over. So the embassy is hands down the best way to do it and the best place to get the right advice. All right, well, I'm gonna get out of here. I've had enough of this place. It's time for me to go home and have a beer, I think. So I've got a lot more fun adventures coming up over the next few days. Stay tuned for that. But anyway, as always, thanks for watching. See you next time. So I have a terrible idea. Actually, I've got a whole series of terrible ideas, but the most pressing one is like, I hate this thing and I don't want it here, but I'm actually just looking at it and I'm thinking, if it was on its side and up against the wall, it could actually make quite a cool decoration piece. You know, if I put like camera equipment and stuff on it. The only problem is it's got legs attached to it down the bottom here. So I'm gonna try and pull it apart. I just worry because it looks like one of those IKEA type things that, you know, you take them apart once and then that's it, they're dead forever. So I'm probably gonna lose my deposit anyway, so why not? Let's try.